Throughout the course, we have learned the importance of sleep and how to make minor changes in our lifestyle to improve our sleep, both in the quality and the quantity of sleep. So this week, we're going to take all the pieces of the puzzle that we've learned and have been thinking about and turn it into action. So I challenge you to a 7-day sleep challenge. There are going to be 3 components to this challenge that are going to focus on making your sleep quality and quantity better. Therefore, it will improve a bunch of facets of life. So during the 7 days, I want you to track to see how you're feeling, both energy, mood, performance. Do you feel hungry, less hungry? Because sleep is something that can really make an impact in all areas of our life. So the first thing is going to be electronics. I want you to get all of your electronics turned off 30 minutes before bedtime. So that means you need to currently think about what are the things that are currently interfering with your sleep. Do you read on your phone or scroll Facebook or Instagram before bed? Are you watching TV shows or maybe working or playing video games? If so, those are the things that you're going to want to think about turning off 30 minutes before bed. That may sound easier said than done, but like everything else, just simply turning them off may not be a realistic thing to stick to, so you're going to need a plan. Maybe that looks like an alarm that tells you when to start wrapping up your screen time, so that way you do have 30 minutes before bed. Or maybe it looks like presetting your wake-up alarm to be consistent weekly, or just setting it before your 30-minute no screen time begins. But the next step is going to be, what are you going to do in those 30 minutes? That's kind of the exciting piece here, is maybe this is where you can start a really good bedtime routine of putting the dog away or reading the kids a bedtime story, brushing your teeth, getting yourself prepared for the next day. Maybe it's time you spend some time for yourself, read a book, take a bath, or you have a good conversation and check in with your significant other. Maybe it's a good time to have some intimacy. I don't know, but this is a 30 new minutes that you can explore and try new things that don't revolve around electronics. So that is step 1. Turn off the electronics 30 minutes before bed. The next piece of the challenge is going to be the one that's going to feel so good. It's the one that you're definitely going to be harder to get accomplished, because if you normally get 6 hours of actual sleep time, the goal is going to be to get about 6.5 hours. So it's going to take planning. We're all very busy people, and finding 30 extra minutes in a day isn't going to be the easiest. But you may also find that by accomplishing step 1 of turning off your electronics, finding 30 more minutes per night may actually happen more naturally, depending on what we were spending our time before bed doing. If we were used to watching 3 episodes of TV, maybe turning the TV off a little bit early will actually allow you to get a little extra sleep, and it won't be that big of a deal. Otherwise, some of us may have to kind of rearrange our schedules in order to add 30 minutes either to start our bedtime or to allow ourselves to wake up a little earlier. Maybe that looks like we prep our breakfast ahead of time so we can sleep in a little later, so we're not cooking food. That way we can wake up, heat up, and get rolling with our day. So this is also going to be for 7 days, trying to add 30 more minutes per night. And lastly, it's going to be spending 10 minutes doing something just for you. This one's my favorite, but it's also the easiest one that most of us sacrifice for a million of other things in our world. So truth is, we're less stressed out in life if we take care of ourselves. So we need to put our life vest on before we help others. So what are some things that you enjoy but never really make the time to do? This doesn't have to be extravagant. Maybe it's going for a walk, brewing your favorite coffee or tea, and reading the newspaper. Whatever it is, try spending 10 minutes every day this week doing something that tends to only you, and it doesn't involve screen time. So, bonus to this is that maybe this is something that you can actually do during your 30 minutes before bed. Maybe you can add a new part of your bedtime routine that involves just something for you. I don't know about you, but a nice warm bubble bath before bedtime sounds like just the thing to get me sleepy before bed. So think about what it is, whether it's reading a book, going for a walk, hanging out with your family, having a great conversation. Think about what you would want to do and spend 10 minutes doing every day and try to get that done. So, are you willing and ready to take the 7-day sleep challenge? If so, let your coach know so we can help hold you accountable in this area.